Well, some Hawaii residents are objecting to a long-form version of the U.S. Census that asks some pretty personal questions. One woman has complained to her member of Congress. KITV4's Dick Algar spoke with her today and tried to find out just how much exactly you have to answer, Dick.
Some residents fill out the short form that basically asks how many people live in your household. But then they get a much longer series of questions, and some wonder, does the government need to know all of this? Debra Duggan-Takagi answered the U.S. Census.
I filled out the regular census. I'm an amateur genealogist, so I can really appreciate people in the future having that information. And so I filled it out. I sent it in the next day.
But then she got another, longer form with a lot more questions, also administered by the U.S. Census Bureau. It's called the American Community Survey.
They're highly invasive, very personal, and things that I don't want people who don't need to know.
Questions like, how much is your mortgage payment? What time do you leave your house to go to work? Does anyone in your household have emotional problems?
Once they get it in their hands, can be turned over to other agencies, and you're opening yourself up to what may be deemed admissions against your interest.
An official with the U.S. Census Bureau says you have to answer those questions.
It is required by law to do it, and we do give people a notice explaining that it is required by law and all information will be confidential.
But the Census Bureau official could not tell us what would happen to anyone who refused.
I'm not sure what the actual penalty is. I don't personally know of anyone that's ever been put in jail for not filling it out.
Attorney Michael Green says by law you could be fined up to $100. Duggan-Takagi just wants to be left alone.
I just want them to go away. I think it's unconstitutional. I think it's an invasion of our privacy.
If the people knew in this country what they have lost in privacy, they would be terrified. They know everything about you.
Wow, Attorney Michael Green looked at all of the questions, and he said today there are some questions that he would refuse to answer.
Okay, so if she doesn't want to answer the questions, but by law she's supposed to answer the questions, what is she going to do, Dick?
She is waiting to hear from Congresswoman Mazie Hirono. She wrote a letter to the Congresswoman. She's also going to tell the census people that she answered what she feels is required by law, how many people live at her home. She's going to wait and see.